There are some admittedly boring but very useful things that I pack for almost every cruise and travel experience. In fact, there was one item I didn't bring on my recent cruise. I didn't think that I would need it, and I was wrong. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now, I just got back, I think like 2 days ago from my cruise, and I have been unpacking, and I really had this video on my mind, and I have to share with you the one item I didn't bring with me that I won't make that mistake again. Now, before I get started, I did want to mention two things. Firstly, I want to hear from you. So leave your most useful travel items, leave them down below in the comments. I know that that is going to be helpful for other people. And secondly, if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give this video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. All right, let's start off with something that is really not glamorous, but very, very useful. Shower caps. Now, I had been using these in the past to cover shoes. They definitely worked, but I would have to go and collect them when I went to a hotel or whatever. And finally, what I did is I bought this package, and they're reusable, by the way, so you don't need so many, but I think there might have been 50 or so in that package, maybe even 100. But in any case, I just have them and I use them. You could put them over one shoe, or you can even put them over two shoes. They fit over men's shoes. And truthfully, even though I do have some shoe bags, these are just so much more versatile and much easier to pack, like one shoe in one place in the suitcase, another in another. And this way your shoes are always covered. Next up, boring but pretty essential, is luggage tag holders. Now, these are specific luggage tag holders for your cruise line. Now, just to let you know, if it's your first cruise, what you have to do as you get closer to your cruise is you have to print out these paper luggage tags with your cabin number and your cruise ship. And honestly, you could staple these on. There are people that are going to tell you you could put tape around them, you could laminate them, you could do all of that. Or you could buy these. Your paper luggage tag is going to fit right in there. Now, there are different sizes, wide or thin. I'll leave the links to all of the different cruise lines so that you could pick the one that is right for you. A non-surge protected power cube. Now, in most cruise ship cabins, you just are not going to have many outlets or USBs. Oftentimes, there's one or two electric outlets, and the USBs, if they are there, oftentimes I just don't find they're very fast charging. So that's the truth of it. But this one is really good. I like this company. They've been making cruise items for a long time. And one of the things that I like is you get 3 electric outlets and you get 2 USB-Cs and 1 USB-A. So it is great for all of your devices. And the other thing that I bring is I do bring a travel adapter, because this way I can do my little cruise hack where I can put my travel adapter into the European plug. And now my travel adapter also has USB-C and USB-A outlets as well. I'll leave my recommendations down in the description below, as well as a pinned comment. Now, just a quick mention, if you are sailing on Royal Caribbean in particular, those types of non-surge protected power cubes are actually not allowed anymore. You can bring USB only outlet extenders instead. A portable phone charger with different types of cables. Now, not only is this fast charging, but something that we found is that Frank's AirPods actually have the older iPhone outlet. So he needs actually a different size cable. And our iPhones now, the iPhone 16s, have the larger style outlet. In any case, by having 4 different types of cables, it can fit and charge basically any type of device that we might need. Travel binoculars. Now, these are super lightweight, and I bring these, I wouldn't say necessarily every single cruise, but certainly many cruises. Alaska, it is 100%, but I brought it on Canada, New England, you know, and sometimes even we've been on Caribbean cruises and we're able to see some marine life. So really good. And again, these are travel ones, so they're super lightweight. Okay, you're gonna laugh, but the cruise lanyard. Now, this is the item that I did not bring on my recent cruise. We were on a river cruise, and I didn't think that I would need a cruise lanyard on a river cruise. Now, I'm guilty of always losing my cruise card, so I bring a lanyard, and I like this one. because it actually does unclip. So you don't have to always wear this around your neck. You can throw this into your crossbody bag or whatever, beach bag, and this way it's still in there. But in any case, I did not bring it on my river cruise, and there were several people on the river cruise that had said, hey, we should have brought lanyards because you still have your cruise card and it's really possible to lose it. But what my husband did have, so let me show you, is he had a cruise card holder. Now this is an old cruise card holder in an old case. He has a better one, but it's on his phone right now and he's using it. But he did have his cruise card holder and he was able to put his card in there. And whenever we left the ship for an excursion, he actually held mine for me. So definitely something to bring, either a lanyard or a cruise card holder. Mini travel size containers. Now, even if you don't need to bring travel size containers, if you're driving or something, sometimes it's just easier to have a little bit less stuff. So I have, you know, a few of these and I sort of pick and choose, but I love this size of container. This one too is really handy. So if you have some lotions and stuff, you just want to bring a little bit, very convenient. My passport holder wallet. Now this is an absolute must. I always travel with this. I like it because you also have a wristlet, can keep it in your hand, and then I throw it into my tote bag when I do not need it. I do want to show you. So it has room for your passports. It has room for if you have a Nexus or anything like that. Credit cards in here, some change. So if you do have any change when you're traveling, I actually keep in these zipper pockets. I keep currency. You can keep your keys on here as well. If you've applied for the VAT and you have some, you know, receipts and things like that, you can keep it in there. Any bills that you might need to show when you travel, everything can go in here and it is RFID protected. Now, by the way, if you're getting ready for a cruise and you want to make sure that you do not forget a thing, I do have the LifeWell Cruise Ultimate Cruise Planner. Now, the LifeWell Cruise Ultimate Cruise Planner is a 47-page downloadable printable cruise planner that you could use from the time that you book your cruise all the way through embarkation and disembarkation. Now it includes cruise packing lists, shore excursion planning forms, cruise budget planning forms, outfit planning forms, and more. And the best part is that you could print out only the pages that you need for every single cruise that you ever go on. Now, I'll leave all of the information about the LifeWell Cruise Ultimate Cruise Planner down below in the description of this video in case you do want to check it out. Clear TSA approved toiletry bags. Now, I am asked all the time about quart-size bags for liquids for flying, you know, and for cruises. So I have these bags and they are so handy. You can see that I just keep all sorts of items in them. So I will show you some of the basics that I have, but this is perfect, by the way. It's see-through. It's got a pretty durable zipper, and this way, any of the different travel size items that we're flying with, I can put them in here. And actually, speaking of travel items, I do have, this is Downy Wrinkle Release. You can see that I do have a little cover on this as well. So those are those bottle covers, and that is one of the things that I always travel with. Also for the airplane or for the cruise ship cabin, Clorox wipes. Now, I don't know if these are available on Amazon. I think I probably have picked these up at the dollar store, so I think that's still the best place. Let me know otherwise if you have another idea. This is my little pill box, and I have a few different ones. But this is the small size. I don't tend to use the larger size. I know some people do, but I like this size, and I'll end up keeping Bonine in one for seasickness. I'll keep some cold medicine. I'll keep some Tums. I'll keep aspirin. I'll keep Tylenol. I'll keep Advil. I have everything in here, and I just keep this in my crossbody bag or even my evening bag. It is always with me when I'm traveling on a cruise, and again, I have more than one. Now, speaking of flying, I did want to show you this because it's a new item. It's something I just started to use, and I did talk about it in a recent video. I'll just show it to you. This is sort of a headrest and for the airplane, and then you have, you know, this little sleep mask on top. So I finally used this on my recent flight, and I honestly wasn't sure, is this going to be helpful? Because your head is propped still up, right? It's not leaning to the side the way you would have with a travel pillow that I don't always find that comfortable. And I do find for long flights, we were flying all the way to Germany. We had 2 flights on the way home. We were doing Budapest to Frankfurt and Frankfurt to home, like 8 hours just in one plane. And I wanted to sleep. This was amazing. You could lean your head forward a little bit. I couldn't believe the difference even having a sleep mask made to really kind of feel like all of those sensory things. Really very good. And also on a plane, the airplane pocket. Love this. The airplane pocket, it goes right over your tray. If you haven't used this yet, you just don't know what you are missing. It is amazing. You'll put your items here. Now, I actually bring an iPad. I'll show it to you in a minute. But I bring an iPad with me. That's also something I just like to bring when I'm traveling, and I download my videos. But you could put your gum, your iPad, your phone, your AirPods. Everything fits right in here. It's very solid and it's not cumbersome at all. Now, people sometimes ask me, where do you keep your items if you're on a shore excursion, especially if you have water involved like a beach or a lazy river? Well, it is in this waterproof waist pouch. So I can put my phone in here, and as well, and by the way, it seals up really well. It's available in a couple of different colors. So money, you know, sunscreen, anything that you want to have on you, passports, anything like that, if you do happen to keep it, driver's license, ID, all of that can stay on you. And especially if you are somewhere where you cannot see your bags, like I will never leave my passport, my ID, my wallet. I'll never leave that out when I'm on like a shore excursion. I won't leave it on the beach. I'll always have it on me. All right, a basic, but it is so good. Packing cubes. Now, we use a couple of different kinds in our family. So I like the compression packing cubes. To be honest, Ethan likes the non-compression packing cubes. Frank is either or, and you know what? There are a few different brands that I think are really good. I particularly like any of the ones where they are mesh, so that you can actually see through. But all of the brands that I'm going to recommend are good ones, and they are nice and solid with good zippers. So I'll leave them linked down below in the description. A windproof umbrella. Now, I can't tell you how much I don't want to bring this thing when we travel, but inevitably it has happened that we've had some rain. In fact, we went to Munich recently. The weather report said it was supposed to be sunny and warm the whole time. And what happened? Well, there was one day, I think it was the next day that we were there, we woke up and yeah, it was light rain that day. And you know, if you've done your hair, you don't want to be walking out, even if it's light rain. This is windproof. I brought this umbrella to Amsterdam, and I brought another umbrella as well that died in Amsterdam because it kind of like broke and everything. And this one is still holding steady. It's a little bit more pricey than something from the dollar store, but it really does work. And it has been through several cruises and travel experiences now with me. All right, I'm gonna go a little bit faster now. The hamper. Now this has been through a lot. I think that probably I'm soon going to need to get another couple of ones, but these are very handy. I use them especially on the cruise ship, but sometimes I put them up in my hotel room as well. Magnet hooks. This is something for pretty much every cruise, but I actually didn't bring it on my last cruise because we were on a river cruise, and I did do my research, and on Emma Waterways, Emma Magna, the cabin walls are not metal, just to let you know. So I did not bring my magnet hooks, but otherwise I bring these heavy duty magnet hooks. That is the trick. These are like 100 pounds. They absolutely do hold, but also if you want them to hold even better, you can put them on the ceiling. I don't, I just put them on the wall and these work fine. The hanging toiletry bag. I don't only bring this on cruises. As a lot of people know, if you've been using the hanging toiletry bag, this is perfect for everywhere that you travel to. Now, I recently heard a great tip. What some people said that they do is they take, this is the larger one, by the way, I just happened to have not unpacked my other one. I brought the medium. But what some people do is they take the medium one and they make that their medicine bag. So they put all of their medications, but they put like their sunscreen, their aloe vera, all of those things. So that's something that you can do as well. Bright colored luggage tags. Now these I use specifically for flying and also just to identify my luggage. So really handy. I had some different ones before, but I recently bought some that were bright colored, and I love it because as our luggage is coming around on the conveyor belt, we are able to spot them quite quickly. Towel bands. Now I don't bring these on every cruise, but I do bring them on every cruise where I think I might be sitting out on a lounge chair. So I have my towel bands, and I know some people really like the towel clips instead. Sometimes I actually bring both. That's the truth, because I do like the fact that towel clips, they're kind of cute, but also I can sometimes use them, you know, even in the cabin or on the chairs as well. But the towel bands are definitely space saving. Poopery. I know it's bathroom talk, but you know what it does. It actually does work really well. So we bring this, and even a couple of the travel sizes, we bring these everywhere we go. And honestly, you're seeing exactly how I'm just unpacking now. So it is still covered with my silicone bottle cover. This large beach bag. Now I've actually had, this is my second version of this beach bag, and I have other ones, but I always come back to this one because it does have a zipper. And you know what, especially if I'm on a Caribbean cruise or Bahamas cruise or anything like that, what I like is it does fit those big towels and anything else we might be bringing on an excursion. But on the way home after the trip, if I do need an extra little duffel bag, it doubles as that as well. Now I realize I don't talk about this very much, and I probably should, but sun hats. Now recently I have been wearing this sun hat. I really like it. And what I did is to pack it, by the way, in my luggage, is I packed it like this with stuff all around it here. And then on the inside, I put like a baseball cap and some other smaller items inside to keep it shape. So that was great. But my son's girlfriend absolutely loves this visor hat, and it's genius. It rolls up, so you could bring it on excursions. You could pack it really easily in your luggage too. Now I'll leave all the links to my most useful cruise travel essentials down below in the description of this video, as well as a pinned comment. And I will leave the LifeWell Cruise Ultimate Cruise Planner linked down below as well. Now I'd love to hear from you. What are some of your favorite travel items that you bring on at least most every single cruise? Now, if you did enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Bye for now, and happy cruising.